It happened one day at December's end. Some neighbors called on an old-time friend, and they found his shop so meager and mean, made gay with 1,000 boughs of green. And old Conrad was sitting with face ashine, when he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine and said, "My friends, at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me, and he said, 'I'm coming, your guest to be.' So I've been busy with feet astir, strewing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread and the kettle is shined, and over the rafters the holly is twined. And now I'll wait for my Lord to appear, and listen closely so I will hear his steps as he nears my humble place, and I'll open the door and I'll look on his face." Then his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known. For long since his family had all passed away, and Conrad had spent many a sad Christmas day. But he knew with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this Christmas would be the dearest and best. So he listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound he would rise with a start and look for the Lord to be at his door, like the vision he'd had a few hours before. So he ran to the door after hearing a sound, but all he could see on that snow-covered ground was a shabby baker whose shoes were torn, and all his clothes were ragged and worn. But old Conrad was touched as he stood at the door, and he said, "Your feet must be cold and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you, and I have a coat to keep you warmer too." So he hastened in order his needs to meet, with a coat for his back and shoes for his feet. And with grateful heart the man went away. But Conrad noticed the time of the day, and he wondered what made his dear Lord so late, and how much longer would he have to wait. Then he heard another knock, and he ran to the door, but he found that it was only a stranger once more, a bent old lady with a shawl of black and a bundle of kindling piled on her back. But she asked only for a place to rest, a place that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But her voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away, let me rest for a moment. It's Christmas Day." So she sat at his table to rest for a while, and the hot tea he poured her was met with a smile. And when it was time, she got up to leave, having regained her strength from the kindness received. But after she'd left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw that the hours were slipping away, and the Lord had not come as he said he would, and Conrad felt sure he had misunderstood. When out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me and tell me, where am I?" So again he opened his friendly door, and he stood disappointed as twice before. It was only a child who had wandered away and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he could make this little girl glad. So he called her in, and he wiped her tears, and he quieted all her childish fears. Then he led her back to her family's place, where great joy could be seen on everyone's face. Then Conrad returned to his home once more, but as he entered his own darkened door, he knew that the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had all passed away. So he fell on his knees and he started to pray, and he said, "Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? I wanted so much your face to see." Then softly in the silence a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, I have kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor, 3 times I came to your lowly door. I was the beggar with bruised cold feet. I was the woman you gave something to eat. I was the child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked, 3 times I came in. And each time I found the warmth of a friend. Of all the gifts, love is the best. I was honored to be your Christmas guest."